I mean, we loved him dearly.
Yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us, and I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what happened to him more than we do. I mean, we want to know what.
I mean, Nolan was like a brother to all of us. I mean, we loved him dearly.
Yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us, and I can say without a doubt, nobody wants to know what.
The whole time, Nolan thought these dudes was his best friends. Come to find out, they was his biggest haters, plotting and planning on taking his life allegedly. And when they did, they want to play the victims, blaming his mother for everything, when all she's trying to do is get answers to why her son never came home. This is so sad. A lot of people are going through this same thing, whether you realize it or not. It be the people closest to you. The ones you would give your left nut to. The ones you would invite over on a rainy night just to keep them out of the snow. Or be the ones that'll take your life for nothing.
All right, after this, I'm probably going to take a couple days off because my brain needs a rest after the last couple of days. Now we know for sure that there was storage in the bow of the boat. All right, so now at this point, I am pretty sure that the Triton was there all day. They didn't switch out the boats. And I'm also pretty certain at this point that this is a real video, because there's one single frame where you can see Bart's boat and you can also see the toes of somebody like dangling them off the water. So if the picture or video were AI, it would be a really bizarre thing for it to just kind of throw in. But there's zero question in my mind that this video has been altered. So then the question becomes, why would they alter this video? And the only thing that logically makes sense to me is to alter the identity of the two girls. Because if Carter is the boy in red, Wyatt is the boy in the American shorts, Bart's brother Brooke being the one in the navy blue shorts, and then Ike being the one in the teal shorts. Then we've got Warren up here with somebody in this red striped swimsuit and the girl in the teal swimsuit with the backwards hat. So in this picture, this would be Brooks, this would be Ike, this would be Wyatt, this would be Warren, which would leave this to be Carter. Now, whoever this is seems to be very cuddly with Carter. Like, too cuddly, in my opinion, for it to be like a mother or a family member. Thinking about it a lot from the timeline that we have been told, and what we haven't really been factoring in again is the party. Because remember, Warren said he went to the party, but instead of talking with all of his friends, he went upstairs to go talk with his girlfriend's dad. Now, those families are tight, so if that dad of Ava, if that conversation with the dad didn't happen, then they would automatically know that they were lying. So I've been saying for a while that the girl was somehow involved. And mind you, everybody's back on land now. They're getting ready to do the fireworks, and everybody's swimming and drinking still, blah, blah, blah. So what's the excuse for no pictures at that party? They've explained it all away during the day, but at this point, they're all just being teenagers and having fun again, right? So I'm thinking that the brunette girl is Ava, the girl whose house they went to. And she's pretty close with Warren and the Pyrone family.
And they're full speed running. And then after that, I didn't see them anymore. I think you were on the boat. You start from there?
Yeah, so after we planed off, Wyatt kept the boat pinned the whole way in. We ran into the mouth of Fort Bayou, where we came from originally. And we turned into Fort Bayou, went in the channel, ran probably 500, 600 yards into Fort Bayou. Wyatt had jumped out of the boat, put the plug back in the boat so access water. So water didn't keep pushing and filling back the boat.
According to their own words, they went into the mouth and then they turned and they went about 500-600 feet. Now, mind you, the party house is right around, but they go past it and then loop back around. However, Warren just admitted that at some point they had to stop and Wyatt jumped in. And even then, you heard him stuttering over the story. Like, it wasn't a smooth transition because I think they dropped her off. Which would explain why they would go back to this party, because obviously they can't cancel the party. That looks really suspicious. Then my theory has always been that the guys all like broke off and like talked to the parents about what was going on, and that's when they formulated their whole we'll call her and then we'll call the Coast Guard plan. Remember, she is related somehow, I can't figure out, but she is related through marriage to the lieutenant that wrote up the very initial report we've seen. Because remember how Morgan claimed that the picture of the boat stuff was circulating around Snapchat and stuff, even though Christine didn't post it to her Facebook page until the next day. Listen to this.
His mom was, what was he wearing? And so We were trying to remember what color his shorts were. We couldn't quite figure that out.
I said black.
Yeah, I think we said
'Cause
black.
I really did. He was wearing navy blue shorts.
Yeah, it was like dark blue shorts.
Dark. I just said black because I was trying to piece everything together and help out.
And so at this point, we're freaking out. We don't know where our friend's at. And the girl that took the picture, she was like, okay, well, I just took this picture of today. This is what color swim trunks he was wearing. And his mom asked for that to post on Facebook to say, if you've seen him, whatever, this is what he was wearing.
How many ways can you say you didn't give a damn about Nolan? Didn't know where he was at, didn't care if he had his keys, didn't care if he had his phone, didn't even know what color shorts he had on. Don't remember him being on the boat. Don't remember how he said he was gonna get back home. These don't sound like best friends to me. It sound like people that hated him to his core. I think they hated everything about Nolan Wells. The woman that took the picture of Nolan, where is she at? We need to go on her phone. Since they're going in Nolan Wells' phone to investigate what happened that day, they need to go on her phone. They need to go on Wyatt's phone. They need to go on Brad's phone, Bart's phone, whoever else was there. They need to go on all of these people's phones, because if she was able to take that picture of Nolan Wells that day, that means that she knows more than what she's putting on.
So remember, the girl who took the picture with the digital camera was on Wyatt's boat at the beginning of the day and then was there with them at night when they were having this discussion. So she had to have been there at the beginning and at the party at the very least. Then we remembered that the original shorts picture, well, that wasn't the color of his shorts, as we now know. So we also know for a fact that this picture did not get sent to Christine until July 5th, meaning that they had to have had that picture and then not sent it to her for hours. Because they also said this.
And so that's what we sent to her, or that's what she sent to her, because we're just trying.
So they corrected themselves. He said, we sent it. No, she sent it. So then on July 5th, Christine said that they have been up for almost 48 hours straight. And then the very next post above it are the same pictures, but better quality. Why did it take so long to get these pictures to them? Oh, and y'all, now that I said that, I realize, so all of these pictures had to come from the same digital camera, right? Meaning this picture did as well. And since I've already proven that this picture had used AI to do something weird because, you know, there was no little bar here, only explanation for using AI on just this little part would be to obscure the reflection that was in this pole of the person who was taking the video. Or the pictures. Oh my God, yes. That makes sense. Love it when I figure that stuff out in real time for you on camera. So it makes sense to me that this photo video thing was altered to cover up this girl's swimsuit. Because let's face it, this swimsuit is the ugliest thing. It has like supposedly like sleeves and it's a tankini, but it goes like in a weird cut, but it's ugly. It's ugly and it's clearly not what these debutante beauty queen girls are wearing to a 4th of July beach party. So I'm like 70% sure that this is Ava. Oh wait, oh my God. Wait a second. Shown y'all guys before that there's 4 boats out here in this little cluster, right? But I'm looking at these weird pink lumps and stuff at the front of the boat, Bart's boat here. Is that a pile of life vests? Because I'm realizing there's not 20, 30 people on all of these boats. Like I'm seeing 10, 12 people here tops. Let's not forget what a full house looks like on these boats. Because even in this video at the meetup place, there's not 20, 30 people getting ready to get on these boats. I mean, the boat left at 9:56 according to the GPS. We got like 7, 8 people here, like 6 people here. And also, if they were legitimately needing to be towed and they were trying to get the water to run off, why are they all spread out on the boat? Why are they on the boat in general? Why didn't they just get off on land or get on another boat? Trying to get the boat to tip up and go planing, why do you have over half the boat on the front of the boat? These are experienced fucking fishermen. They know better than that. Yeah, I can't believe I've never thought of that before. If the boat was sinking, why are they even on the fucking boat? Yeah, and if it was so common and so easy to get, you know, rides back with other people, you know, strangers on Horn Island, why did they need to load everybody on the boat? Or were they yelling at Nolan to get on the boat? They didn't need to get him on the boat. And now that I'm looking at this, doesn't it look like Warren is on the phone?
I've seen a lot of people on Instagram, IG, TikTok speaking on the Nolan Wells case, but it hit different when this lady say it. I don't know what it is about her. Maybe it's her hair color. I don't know what it is. But when she say it, it have you open your mind up and see things that you never even seen before when it comes to the Nolan Wells case. That's why I want to thank her and appreciate her for taking the time to speak on this young black male that lost his life dealing with his Caucasian friends. And for all my people out there, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with, but just watch your back. You never know who the haters are. Like Andre 3000 said, you never know who's the hater because they cater to your ego. And seeing how he was a football star, you can come hang. Yeah, we love you, Nolan. You're our buddy. You're our friend. Lining him up for a kill. Fat him up just like a cow. Fed him just like a pig so they can eventually slaughter. And whatever reputation comes behind this, I doubt if it's going to be a bad reputation, especially since we're living in the US of A. Happens all the time. People drown. People go out the islands and never make it back. People go to work and never make it back. It could be a quick little run. You're just going to run some errands thinking you will be back home before the chicken is done in the oven. The chicken burn, you never make it back home. That's how it goes sometimes. A lot of people don't have no sympathy for Nolan Wells. And the way his friends was grinning and smirking, trying to keep their composures during the Officer Tatum interview, got me thinking that they never really cared for Nolan Wells.
Could this have been when he was calling his mom 8 times? Also, one more thing that stuck out to me.
We called law enforcement. I was with Wyatt at the time after we left Jackson's house that night. I was with Wyatt, and one person we were with saw that their location was headed towards Wyatt's house. And so Wyatt got on the phone with 911 and was like, hey, these people are on the way to my house or already at my house. My mom and my dad are there alone, and they know nothing about this.
He stumbled over his words from beginning to end in that story, so I don't believe any of it. But the one thing that sticks out to me was the phrasing, they don't know anything about this. If people are heading over to your house, why wouldn't you call your mom and dad before you called 911? Because it sounded like he was trying to keep his parents out of the loop of this story, which as a teenage boy implies that you have something to hide. Just a lot of different things to think about, right? Katie dry snitched on those boys and y'all didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you, because here we've got the Snapchats from Katie, right? You're gonna notice her teal swimsuit. Right here, we're gonna notice a striped swimsuit. In this video from the 3 boats, you're gonna see Bart's boat. And in this corner, you're gonna see a girl in a striped swimsuit right here. And then right next to her, with the same hair, is a girl in a teal blue swimsuit. Katie is on Bart's boat in this picture. But wait, they tried to be real clever playing with the lighting on this. Hopefully you got your brightness turned all the way up, because you'll notice Katie is wearing a white hat. Now here we've got the picture from the tow, right? Teal swimsuit, white hat. Oh, but that's not all. Again, hope you've got your brightness turned all the way up, because here we've got somebody in red swim trunks. Oh, and would you look at that? Red swim trunks. Here he is on the shore next to Nolan after the fight with Tristan. Now, I'm getting mass reported, by the way, so my page might disappear any second. Y'all remember the fight video? In the background, I found a man who looks suspiciously like Grandpa Jerry. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it is him. I'm just saying. Seems to have a very unique, pectoral shape. And obviously this picture is from a couple years ago, because there's Wyatt. But I am not done, folks. Because the same time she dropped these Snapchats, she said that she allegedly got a ride with someone named Marty McGrath between 5:34 and 5:44. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin is co-owned by a man named Marty McGrath. Here's the marina, and here's how far away it is from his buddy's grandparents' house, the one they went back and forth to like 4 or 5 times after they came in. But you may also remember from the report that after leaving the grandparents' house, the boat came southwest towards St. Martin's Bayou. Well, there's St. Martin, so I'm gonna assume that this is the bayou. Now, would this happen to be a Marty McGrath Jr.? Or was it the actual Marty McGrath? Mind you, it took 45 minutes for them to make it back from the grandparents' house to the boat launch. Mind you, that the boat ramp is in the opposite direction, only 6 minutes away on land. Katie girl, it's over. Katie, you're young. You haven't learned this yet, but But these aren't your fucking friends. They are literally not worth fucking protecting, okay? Because they've all coordinated their stories, girl. You are gonna be the fall person. Do you want this to follow you around forever, or do you want to be a fucking hero?
Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. I know justice is coming soon. They're going through the phones as we speak. And whatever he had on his phone that he didn't want the world to see, well, everybody's gonna see it. That's why all of the people watching, I know you probably got some pictures hidden, some videos hidden. Probably got some unflattering things going on in your phone. You might want to delete those, especially if you're not feeling good or if you're not feeling right. Today might be your last day. You might want to get rid of all that stuff, Playboy. Because when they find it, you might go to jail in your casket. They might put you under the jail 6 feet deep. Depending on what you got in your phone, man. Nolan's business is about to be out there. Y'all know people do notes and write journals in their phones. Ain't no telling what he said about his mama, his stepdaddy, what text messages he was sending. Was he talking slick behind people's back? Was he gossiping? Is there freaky videos in there? We gonna be finding out soon. It's a shame to have to come to this. They're supposed to be smarter in 2026. They should be able to solve cases without having to go through all this nonsense. Put 2 and 2 together. Ask the AI what they think about it. Tell ChatGPT what happened and let that put 2 and 2 together. Because it seemed like man don't have the same logic like we used to. But in situations like this, you just never know how it's going to turn out. For the people listening, your best friend could be your enemy. Your best friend probably don't even like you like that while you claiming them as your best friend. You might want to think twice about it. That's why I say I ain't got no friends. I got people I know. I got associates. I got people that I've been around. Probably really don't want to be around. But you got to do what you got to do, man, in order to survive. What I want to know is, why did they let Nolan go over them boys' house like that? Knowing that they a bunch of shiesty characters, I wouldn't have let my kid go nowhere near them kids. Especially knowing that they could possibly do something to my child. I guess his parents weren't thinking like that. Nolan wasn't at home like that. He was 18, smelling himself out there in them streets. Shout out to Nolan. He ain't do nothing wrong in the situation. Besides, be around some people that he thought he could trust. And that's like everybody out there, around people that we think we can trust. It's looking like you really can't trust nobody. You better watch your back and carry a shank like you serving life in jail when you dealing with people out here in these streets. I can't call it. It was his best friend. Turned out to be his worst enemy. And all we could do is sit here and talk about it. Because there might never be no justice for Nolan. I'm hoping that it's justice for Nolan. I'm hoping that Ben Crump and Al Sharpton could pull together some resources, get some money from Tyler Perry, hit up Jay-Z and Beyonce. If they not completely broke, they could help out. There's a bunch of other black entertainers that should be able to dish in some money. Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, somebody call the Kings of Comedy. I know D.L. Hughley got a $50 bill waiting. We got to get all the money we can get in our black community. We're going to have to stop with the fast food, stop with all the grocery shopping, and take our resources and give it to Nolan Wells' mama. And not his stepfather. Give it to the mother. Because the stepfather is not Nolan's real father, so we can't let the money go into his hands. He might go buy a Cadillac or something. I'm praying for the family. For the people out there watching, man, y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, pray for Nolan Wells too. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe.